Yeah, this is another Rhino Barrow's Nerdsville block of fun, and today we're discussing food. Just go down here, and ta-da! Yeah, just took a bite of this pizza. What's over here? The topic of food. Within the mangas slash anime, also in regular cartoon, the American style cartoons. Throw in comics, video games, and literature, as in books and that. There are countless of recipes, countless of things to eat and to drink. It'll fill up literally books, if not volumes, of cookbooks or cooking things. There is, for me, when it comes to memory, from Voltron, it's ice cream with high protein veggie sauce. I'm like, whoa, gotta try that out. I went with like a Indian curry. Don't jump ahead of me here, and I will be the first to say that Indian curry on top of ice cream. Yes, high protein. I looked up what vegetables are high protein. Well, I've got mushrooms. That's one of them. I've got several others as well. I also put in there flax seeds. Flax seeds are also high in protein, as more of a garnish type thing. But pour all this together on top of a scoop of the high protein veggie sauce on top of the ice cream, while it's hot, and sprinkling on top of that the flax seeds. You will be surprised. It doesn't taste as bad as it sounds. It tastes beautiful. You get the nice savoriness from the curry, and you get the nice cool sweet creaminess from the ice cream, topped off with the nice crunchiness of the flax seeds, and it is beautiful. Gummy berry and as you know, back in the late 80s, early 90s, there was a cartoon series called The Gummy Bears, and it was quite hard to find the appropriate fruit juices to do it, or to get the appropriate fruit, berry type juices to make the thing properly. So I thought I would experiment with a mixture of freshly squeezed fruit juices, nectar of certain of apricots and pears, of peaches and mangoes, adding that with a little bit of energy drink, like the V's, the Red Bulls, Mothers, Monsters, Red Eye, things along those lines. And the best lineup for me to make what would taste pretty cool for the gummy berry juice, and that is you get You get your favorite cup, 3 fingers, or you put, make sure it's a glass. You put your 3 fingers there, fill that up full of mango nectar, 2 fingers of V, and since you can't have berry without berry, I've discovered that quite, let me see, a number like some sort of well, any sort of berry. I did a berry medley. Blitz that up to it's like nothing more like a pack, like a thing. Top it up, mixed it, then top it up, pour like 4 fingers, and topped up with a little bit of sparkling lemonade, and whoa, it tastes beautiful. You get a little bit of you get a bit of a punch from the V. Make sure it's the original flavored V, not like these. If you want berry, well, you can go a bit of berry, but then you do like 1 finger, like 1 finger less of the berry salt, like berry puree. You just blend and said you mix all this stuff up, and it tastes nice. I would call that the perfect gummy berry juice. Another thing that comes to mind is ramen from the hit anime Naruto. For me, since I can't cook ramen properly, I just do like I get like instant noodles and put it all together. I hard-boil eggs myself, and I sprinkle like a little bit of miso paste over the top. Mix the noodle broth and noodles with the miso ramen, with the miso powder, and add like whatever vegetables and assorted meats I would want to have. Well, that's how I do it, and I find it to be cheaper. I find it to be delicious and very much nutritious as well. Eat that at 6 o'clock in the morning, in the evening, boom. You won't be hungry until about 5 the next day, since you won't be burning that much energy anyway. So another thing I love to think about with it when it comes to like food and that. I love seeing people like Feast of Fiction, and Nerdy Num and Rosanna P put together these things, with Naruto's Ichiraku ramen, mushroom cupcakes. Even with Ashley Adams in that Baking Hollywood with Ashley Adams, I find with how she does things as well, it'd be awesome. Those was the food, but some things she does without it, it's just a bit crazy. It's just a beautiful and unique thing to do, unless you think about food and anime. For me, with me cooking, as I said, it's more of an assemblage of juices and liquids just to make that gummy berry juice. The pizza behind me, which I should be eating, what got me started on Ta-da! And that's by watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, cowabunga. Sweet. Here's something fast, Joe. It's just, you get so much diversity in the food that you can see. As I said, in anything, like, it doesn't have to be anime or manga. It could be on your favorite sci-fi. It could be Klingon, some sort of Klingon stew, or something you can order from the cantina in Star Wars. As I said, you can. It's to your own choice. To my fellow nerds, or if you're Japanese otakus. The Adventure Time all-in burrito, that is a wee bit of, that's pushing it a bit. Whoa. Let me just say this. I made a small, like an extremely mini version of it. Let me say, I put a bit of jam in it, put a bit of peanut butter, a bit of mustard, a bit of ketchup, for the sauces, different types of fried rice, different types of shredded omelette, different meats, different flavor omelets. That one had seafood, one had meat, and the other had vegetables. Put that in there. Got some. I made like a pizza melt, like a pizza cheese, and with olives, shredded ham, shredded beef, and all that other stuff. Put that in there, and like a little sprinkle of it, and put in there some oven roasted garlic, clove in there, squeezed that, and did all that stuff. Added some avocados. Yeah, sorry. Just thinking about it makes me feel a bit queasy. I ate it. Don't get me wrong, I ate it. It's just never again. As I said, you can do anything when it comes to your imagination and within creating the meal and how you put the meal together. It is so beautiful. For me, even if you're your own storyteller, if you write your own books and that, and there's something that's inside your books that you want to try out, go ahead and try it out. I personally made a savory broth, savory porridge. Got oats, beef broth, some meats, some cheese, some onion, put it all together. I don't know if it tastes good. But I warn you, when it comes to like power drinks or something like that, like drink this power potion or something like that, and you add a lot of guarana and and caffeinated products, you better be careful. If there's something with sleeping and that, and you add things to like different fruits and like different, well, it's just fruits into a flask, and you mix it up together, and you know that for a fact it makes people sleepy. Also be careful with that. Anything to do with like raising heart rates, lowering heart rates, increasing energy or decreasing energy, you got to be really careful. Therefore, you cannot add something that you would find from a pharmacy to if it's like a trucker grade pick me ups. You put that into like somewhere where I made mention before, a gummy berry juice. Boom! You'll be up longer than you'll be up far more than if you would drink 8 bottles of V. If you drink this many bottles of V, if you just add like a tablet from where the 2 is to where the finger is, if you had a couple of them into the thing, if you get a mortar and pestle and you pound it and you mix it in with like the drinks and that, you can, and if you serve it to other people, let me just tell you this: you can be severely you can be charged with drugging people, and that you don't want to do that. Also with anything with like resting tablets and that, don't try it. But still, make sure it's just a fruit juices. If you're doing anything with energy drinks, be careful. Be careful. Now, different things can go wrong. But let me just say this: it is very, very. It is a. There is, as I said, it is a multitude. There are, just in the Game of Thrones TV show, there is well and truly over 150 dishes. 50 dishes in that book series alone. I was informed like 165. And let me just go over here to my programs. Whoops, back. Go to calculator. Let's see. 165. Oh, excuse me. Then let me say this. You got the Saving Curry from Naruto. You got the Extreme Firebrand Curry from Naruto. You got you got an entire resume, or not resume, menu of ramen from Naruto, which could. Let me see if I went to a ramen restaurant once. Not ramen. That's like a noodle joint here in Sydney, called Naruto Ramen, and they had about 120 different styles of ramen that you could have. So let me see, 303 plus, let's say 127. That's just dishes. Just those two alone equals 292 different dishes. Though one of them is, though quite a number of them from Naruto is variants of ramen, but yet they are each individual dishes. Let's see, gummy berry juice. That's another one. Then you got different variants of pizza that you can have, just because of, well, as I made mention, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can have Supreme, you can have Hawaiian, you can have chicken, you can have beef, you can have pork, and you can have. If you can throw it on, let me just go. I'm just going to like a local pizza joint. Let's grab a swig of cola. Here we go. No worry about that. Now, let me just see here. I'm just going off with Domino's Australia website. Let me see. There's pizza sliders. No, don't worry about the pizza sliders. There's chicken and prawn pizzas. There's 4. So let me just put down 4. Then it goes down to traditional, which is 8. Value pizzas, which is 6. And there's also create your own pizza, which on top of that you can have like a blending of like a supreme with like a more of a with prawns and garlic prawns and things like that, which would crank it up to, let's just add in another 52 variants just to be proper in thinking. Just then, boom! You got 363 different recipes. Let me see what else you could have. As I said, with Voltron and the high protein veggie sauce, which I'll make like a high protein curry. You can have variants of that curry as well. Let me see. You can do the vindaloo. You can have butternut squash. You can have almond based. You can have just say on. I know of 12 sauces, so let me just go with that. That's 376 different recipes and different things you can comprehend. Let me just. I have to read the DVD cover here. It says, Ro Uni Ken Shin, or Samurai X if you're in the westernized, if you want to do like how you were introduced to it in Sci-Fi Network. He makes like a cavalcade of different items in that. Let me see. He makes different rice bowl. He makes different rice bowls. He makes different soups, different things he grills. Let me just see. On record, I'm seeing what I can think. I think it was about 20 items that he's cooked. So boom, that bumps up to 396 recipes. In Black Butler, you got all this old English. You got all these old English recipes and things like that. Let me see. Old English food. What we going down here to the 17th century? There's cake. Let me see here. There's cake breads and Italian pudding, biscuit bread, bread, excellent bread, Countess bread, French French macaroons. There's truffles, apple cream, and man, if you're looking at anything to do with any cartoon or anime to do with, or anything, instead anything to do with old English things, let's just see here, then just count from, see here, there's, of course you got Butterbeer from Harry Potter, let's add that in, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so 11, that's 100, that's 447. Scrolling down, that says breads and cakes and pastries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. Well, we already hit 430. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 18. We have hit, just in thinking of a few basic things, we have just reached short of 450, 448 different recipes and different ideas that you can have with food in anything, you know. You can have pickled eggs, and look for that, and that's another one. That's 449. If there's something in there that you would think, you know, sticky pork buns, that's another one. That's, add that on, you get the even Steven 450 things you can do within being a fan of cartoons, anime, sci-fi, with being this Nerdsville block of fun. There's so much fun you can do within the food side of being a nerd or a otaku. And if you know how to cook things properly, man, you'll be so like, wow, this is so cool. How can I boom, 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 get things started with a cookbook that you want to put together? I would suggest that you hunt down your favorite shows. Be it, I don't care if you love just strictly cartoons. Well, then you just go with strictly cartoons. If you like video games, just go with the video games. If you like anime, go with anime. But me personally, I'm going through anime, manga, comic books. I'm going through American cartoons. I'm going with the European cartoons, and comics with like Tintin. I'm going with shows like Baba. I'm going with Teletubbies. Like some sort of custard. For me personally, to make Teletubby custard, I just bought like puree, like baby food. Yes, baby food, and I'm I'll be turning 31 in July of this year. But this was before, when I was in my mid-20s, when all this Teletubby stuff came to fruition. I know a 20, like mid-20s, some odd person trying to figure out something that's basically made for kids or for more, babies and toddlers and that. Maybe a bit weird, but no. Something clicked. And no, I am not some adult baby. I do admit those type of people freak me out, and I don't get freaked out that easily by a group of people. But no, it was just through a sense of development of food, which actually turned out quite well. I have had a number of my friends who've asked me, "Oh, how do I get my child to eat fruit?" And I just went, "All right, here. I have the recipe for Teletubby custard. You first get like a small bowl of custard. Add whatever fruits that any sort of pureed fruits that you want to introduce to your child. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boo. And it's all said and done. You've introduced your child to a fruit just by making Teletubby custard." As I said, my love of pizzas became with turtles, mixing drinks. My amateur is one of my many hobby is making drinks, and the love of juice bars it stems from watching Gummy Bears and Boost Juice. If you want to have the proper drink, go to Boost Juice. See how they put things together, and you drink it. You can think, "Wow, this is perfect. This is like gummy berry juice. Gummy bear juice. And hey, as I said, don't knock the Indian curry on ice cream. It's actually make sure it's very high protein, a high protein veggie sauce. But yeah, you don't have to be restricted to just the one. I say go forth, eat, drink, and be merry. And yeah, just enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the fact that food is a part of our culture. It is a part of our. It's something that elevates us. We are. As I said before, going to such places like Supernova and that, I've just thought of it as nothing. But being a nerd and being on an otaku, it's the bomb. It's simple as that. It is the bomb. As I said, I made several variants of what I would deem to be it's Pono Naruto ramen. Like, I make it like the style of Naruto, but yet I cheat and use Pono style cooking methods. I call it my manga ramen. This manga ramen, I take the cooking abilities from one anime and the ingredients from the other, and boom, put them together for a fun and very much enjoyable meal. For one thing, you can't shortcut on hard-boiled eggs. You can't buy hard-boiled eggs at a shop. You have to do it yourself. And just lastly on this topic of nerds and otakus on food, just enjoy yourself, Maybe get your favorite Coke or cola beverage, sit back and watch your favorite anime or cartoon or TV series that you love to watch. Think about what things that you would like to try from there. Figure out what you would want to eat from those particular animes, those particular forms of entertainment. Then you can start to develop your own taste in food. You can develop your own style of cooking, and you can show to your friends that you can be a good host. That you can cater to a good, to not to like a high extent, but you can provide decent food in that. Just Black Butler just giving me a inspiration to melt Hershey's chocolate and get dried apricots and just mix the two together. It turned out to be the best. I'm going to call that my CL the Butler. Not CL, Sebastian the Butler. And yeah, that's all just them from watching that one anime. And just in closing, eateth until you can thinketh no more, drinketh until you can't stand no more, and be merry until the merriment wears off. Which hopefully, if you do all these three things, it will never happen. You will never be full. You will never be. Your thirst would never make you would continue to party. And with you partying, you burn off all that energy. With you burning off that energy, you can continue to eat and continue to drink, and it will give you more fuel to be merry. And just in closing, in this closing part, just enjoy the food. If you're in the Sydney area, I'd suggest you go to Naruto Ramen in Paddy's Market, 3rd level. If you're in Parramatta, go to Akatsuki, just near the Parramatta train station. And just think about these different things when it comes to your love of your love of your particular show, and you wanting to branch out in food. Just eat, drink, and be merry. Just take my advice and just do as I say. Eat, drink, and be merry. Enjoy your viewing, and enjoy your feasting. See you around.